Mine's a Chicago legend, and it's Walter Payton, and I want to say it was 1998 because it was my mom's birthday, and I think it was her 40th birthday. And it was at Peyton's Roundhouse in Aurora. It's a big brewery and restaurant. It's now known as Two Brothers. Has their brewery and restaurant there. It used to be Peyton's Roundhouse though. In the middle of the restaurant, there's this brewery. They had like a memorabilia room. It had like like kind of a small type museum of just all kinds of stuff with Peyton, jerseys, pictures, autographs, newspaper clippings, um, all kinds of artifacts, helmets, stuff like that were from his playing career and stuff in college and the pros and stuff. The middle of the room though is this table, square block with a glass case on it. It's what I'm pretty sure was a replica of his Super Bowl ring. So I'm just sitting there, just staring at it in awe. I'm in the room by myself. I'm in 8th grade, I believe, or about to go into 8th grade. And all of a sudden, I just get this like smack on the back. It felt like a 2x4 hits me, and I turn around and like I look and fucking Walter Payton is behind me. It's only me and him in this room. It's not a huge like not a big room. The restaurant was relatively busy, but it wasn't crazy, and he was there frequently. I turn around, I'm just like my like jaw just hit the floor, and
that's insane.
He sticks his hand out and says, "Hi, I'm Walter." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I'm Matt. I am Matt." Like this like 8th grade kid, just like in shock. And he, was just pointing out some things, talking to me, and I really don't even remember the conversation in detail because I was so just like on cloud nine. I'm not paying it. Like
that's crazy.
I was freaked out. So he asked me why I'm there, and why, like, what we were doing in the restaurant and stuff, and like the food. We just told him we were there for my mom's birthday, and he asked what table I was at, and I kind of pointed where we were, and our dinner was getting ready to come over, and I go, and he's like, all right, well, he's like, I need to get out. He's like, I gotta go get some stuff done, and I'm like, oh, it's great meeting you, blah blah blah. Well, like 20 minutes later, he comes over, and he all of a sudden we hear Margie, and that's my mom's name, and because he asked me what her name was, and I knew he'd probably be coming over. He comes over. He's like, I just wanted to come over and say happy birthday. I hope you're enjoying the restaurant, all the food and stuff like that.
Oh my god!
Gives her a big hug, and it's like signs like coasters for my family and everybody at the table.
Oh my gosh!
It's not done, dude. And like nicest guy in the world. It was like genuinely like you felt like he was just all he was concerned about was like his customers having a good experience in his restaurant. It wasn't about him being Walter Payton. It was like he's a business owner. This is my restaurant. I want my customers to enjoy their time here. And you could really feel that from him, and like you could feel how like the type of person he was. And we had been there for a while because there's a brewery. My parents, my family, my brothers and sisters. I think they were. I don't think they were married to their spouses at the time. I think they were just still dating both of them. But they were both older than me, and they're all over 21. Obviously, my parents were. So they were all drinking at the brewery and stuff. So we were there for a while, and I'm this bored 8th grader at this point, and it's been a long night. And I go in. There's a little putting green in the circle, like in the courtyard area of the Roundhouse at the time, and they had like just putters and some golf balls out there that you could go putt. And I walk out there, and I'm just putting little 10-foot putts here and there on this little putting green, and sure as shit, Walter comes out and he's like, all right, we're going best of 3, and we hit 3 balls. Like, it was nuts, dude. He totally smoked me. Yeah, he did not take it easy. He drilled 2 of 3. I hit 1 of 3. And it was one of the more memorable experiences of my life.
Oh my god.
It was nuts, dude. Nicest guy on the planet. He died it was like a year and a half later. And it sucked too because he got sick and it went quick. And
yeah.
When he died, I was in high school, early high school, and I didn't remember his playing career. I was 4 when he retired, but I knew him. Like I knew his impact. Right. Like my dad was a diehard Bears fan. He recorded games, so I watched videos of him when I was a little kid, and so that was a big one for us. And my dad, being the Bears fans that we were, my dad especially was a huge football fan, huge Bears fan. It was a very, very memorable day for our family. say the least.
That is absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest stories I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's
What
nuts,
a competition
it was
segment.
crazy.
You're the winner of the
Crazy
inaugural
guy.
Famous Encounters segment.
It was.
Yeah.
I have another good one too, so we'll save it for another round later. Different sport.
I'm gonna have to start meeting famous people because there's no way to top that.
Well, and it's crazy because when I first saw you threw this topic out on text, I'm like, well, I knew the Walter Payton one would be like my go-to automatic, but then I totally forgot about my time as an intern in South Carolina, and I had a couple good ones there too. So I'll save those for the next time. Next time we do this.
That is insane. Wow, what a story, Matty. I love it.